What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are once again back with our off-season rebuild series. So far, we've done the Pistons and the Wizards, and now we're doing the third worst team in the NBA, that being the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets have a very bright future. They have Lamelo Ball, who of course just can't seem to stay healthy, unfortunately, but hopefully that turns around soon. And they drafted Brandon Miller, who's looked really, really good as well. So let's just go ahead, jump in. Let's talk about the Hornets. Let's do their offseason, and let's see what we can make the Hornet, or see what we can turn the Hornets into. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, especially if you're enjoying this offseason rebuild series so far, and subscribe if you are new to this channel. We are on the road currently to 50,000 subs. I'm obviously hoping to reach out before this year is over. I think we can do it for sure. But yeah, if we could reach the halfway point to 100K, that'd be absolutely amazing. And here is your daily reminder. I don't think I said in yesterday's video. Guys, I highly recommend, if you're watching these videos right now, really listen to me here. If you're using Start Today, make sure, every single day towards the end of the season, you are making a file and turning autosave off and then click save. Just do it just in case. I feel like every year 2K Start Today crashes and then everyone's asking me, how am I still playing? That's what I do every year. It feels like every year it like crashes. It never fails. Just keep doing it just in case. Maybe it doesn't mess up this year, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So that's what I've been doing, and I will continue to do it. So today we have autosave off on this file. That way I can come back to it just in case, but I'm going to continue to do it every day just because just so I can remember. If it works until the playoffs, make it there and then leave it the way it is. And then probably into the second round is when it'll crash or whatever, or when it won't work anymore. But Lamelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Nick Richards. This team has a lot of interesting pieces. Mark Williams, this team's in a good spot. Now, we just basically did a Hornets rebuild the other day because of the DJ Burns video. I ended up landing on the Hornets, but no DJ Burns in this one. This one will be more realistic, of course. So let's go ahead, just summary the rest of the season, because obviously none of this really matters at this point. The season's over. Steve Clifford is going to step down apparently to join the front office. You can join the rotation, but I mean, the season's done, man. You can play the last game if you want. Nikola Jokic, Wembanyama, LeVert, six-man defensive player, most improved, and then AD, and then Joe Mazzulla. So here's all NBA first team: Jokic, Doncic, Giannis, Davis, Domantas, Sabonis. I'm so glad, as I'm recording this, that Giannis's injury isn't as bad as it sounded like it could be. Although they haven't really determined what the grade is on the calf strain, but it sounds like he avoided an Achilles injury, which is great because, man, I was about to feel so bad for Damian Lillard, man. Finally, I mean, the Bucks have looked putrid as of late, but Damian Lillard, gonna go try to get a championship this year. If he didn't have Giannis, there was no chance that was gonna happen. And again, it's still a sliver of a chance because of how bad they've looked as of late. But regardless, that's besides the point. We're not talking about the Bucks today. We're talking about the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go ahead and see who wins a championship. Got Minnesota, Golden State, which the Warriors have looked very good as of late. Beat the Lakers last night. And speaking of the Bucks, they made it to the finals, but they lose to the Warriors in 6 games. So Damian Lillard continues to lose to the Warriors. But here are your retirements. Of course, where this is all going to start for us, like it has the last couple of videos, is the draft lottery, because this is where it's all really going to matter. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to land in this lottery. We are projected pick number 4. Our pick is, of course, protected. So let's just skip to the results. And we are going to get number 2. Feel pretty good about that. So number 1 and number 2, not too shabby. I'm not really sure what I'm going to land on, but Kings get 1, which is interesting. Kings missed the playoffs outright. Is that what you're telling me? That's pretty wild. Okay, staff signing. I wonder where they were determined to be, because that's a crazy jump for them. I'm pretty sure they jumped like crazy, but I wasn't paying attention. Someone tell me if they did. Steve Clifford, you are, stepping down, so I guess I might as well just fire you. I can't really put you in the front office, unfortunately. I'm sure I could somehow, but I'm not going to worry about it. So, who do I want? Of course, this offseason isn't great for head coaching options as far as real ones are concerned. There just isn't real head coaches here. You do have, of course, Popovich, who's going to stay on the Spurs. Michael Stoffer is not a real head coach. Jacob Underwood, Toscano, Kevin Ollie, Jack and Leonard. Kevin Ollie's the only real head coach here. I guess we can go for him. Not, I guess he declined that. All right, I think I went over my budget. That's what happened. Let's try that again. Let's see. Boom. Okay, we got Kevin Ollie. At least he's a real head coach. Kevin Ollie is our head coach. I don't know if that's the guy I would hire if I'm the Charlotte Hornets. Maybe we could fire him next offseason. If there was real head coaching candidates I could call up here, obviously I would have done that. But unfortunately, 2K's pool is not very friendly for that. So we are going to continue to follow this coaching staff. And I'll see you guys in draft night with who we're taking at number 2. Today's video is brought to you by DJF's Optimizer. If you're playing on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having this tool is so clutch to finding good plays without, having to do zero research whatsoever. So we can find a good example at the board on the moment. We do have one decent example, and that is Cam Thomas under 4.5 rebounds, 54% chance for this to hit. As you can see, there's no discrepancy, but every single book is favoring the under on his rebounds. So basically, I found this within 2 seconds. You just find good plays. It's that simple. Absolutely love DGF's optimizer. Ever since I started using it, I've become a way more profitable sports bettor. My results are as shown. So definitely check out this tool. Link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables, 25% off your first month. Highly recommend it, especially if you're playing on Prize Picks or in these other DFS apps you see at the very top. They have all kinds of apps you can choose from to find good plays on here. Recommend it. Definitely check it out. Link in the description below. And then, of course, I am also partnered with Prize Picks, which is another app, of course, that I use. Had a pretty good day on Prize Picks yesterday with Taco Tuesday. They run promos every Tuesday. Now, unfortunately, this one did not work out whatsoever, but we hit this one. This one sucked because Stephen Curry hooked me by 31. But that's besides the point. How it works, you choose between 2 to 6 players. 2 players being 3 times your entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. They match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Use code Crushables. Links down in the description below. You have all kinds of sports, all kinds of stats to choose from. If you want to go ahead and click on Struce's over 7.5 rebounds and assists, you can come all the way to Power Slap if you really want to. If you know anything about that, and you click more on Russell and Cody. Like, it's that bizarre that you can do whatever you want on this app. It's such a cool app. So make sure to check it out. Link is down in the description below, like I said. And last but not least, certainly is Dabble. Dabble's another really cool app. Very similar to Prize Picks. They actually offer up to an 1,000x payout as well if you can go 12 for 12. And one cool thing about Dabble that no other DFS app has is you can copy people's entries with a click of a button. So you don't even have to make your own entries if you don't want to. You literally just copy people's entries with a click of a button. Really cool feature. Make sure you use code CRUSH10 over there. $10 just for signing up. Free $10. Go take advantage. Other than that, let's go ahead and get back to the rebuild. So we have pick number 2 and pick 12 in the second round. I don't think there's anyone I'm looking to trade here, so we're just going to go ahead and draft with number 2. Now, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who we're going to get. If I look at my positions of weakness, it is definitely the shooting guard spot right now. I do love what Trey Mann has brought to the table for this team. Brent Miller, of course, starting 3 going forward. Miles Bridges, probably going to look to re-sign him. Definitely curious to see what happens with his free agency. I know some Hornets fans have told me that he's looking to resign. There were some rumors about him being traded. I don't know what's going to happen with them, but our center rotation is great. I think the position of weakness is a shooting guard spot, but obviously you don't want to just go for what you... I mean, the Hornets did it last year with Brandon Miller. They went for fit over... I mean, it was said fit over talent. Obviously, wasn't what you were supposed to do, but you could argue that Brandon Miller has been way better than Scoot this year. Actually, I don't even think you have to argue that. It's probably facts. But Sacramento takes Alex Sarr. So I don't think I would have taken him today because I just got him in yesterday's video. So I think with pick number 2, we have Nikola Topic, we have Cody Williams, Stephon Castle, Buzela, Zach Versace, Isaiah Collier, Klingon, Ron Holland, Jacoby Walter, who I also got in yesterday's video. I would like his fit, but I don't think that's the right pick at number 2. Reed Shepard. I don't know much about Reed Shepard, but I know he's climbed up some boards. I definitely think, though, Zach Versace is probably who we take. I've seen him mocked at number 1. I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you, but I'm sure he's an absolute stud. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 37% from 3. I know he's from France. You also have like Cody Williams, Nikola. So we could take Nikola as well. I know he's not a great shooter in real life, I'm pretty sure, if I know anything from what I've heard. Do I take Nikola or do I take... I feel like we take Nikola. I think he could be a really good starting shooting guard next to Lamelo. I know, like I said, I know his shooting needs some work, but I'm going to go ahead and take him out of Serbia. So he'll be our starting shooting guard, gives us a 6'6" guard next to Lamelo. I think that was the best pick for us. You could definitely correct me in the comment section if you want. I'm not like a huge prospect guy. I've watched a little bit of March Madness, but other than that, we could draft Bronny James to get, LeBron James to come here, but probably not going to do that today. I'll just take Dylan Mitchell in round 2. But that will be our draft. So I get Nikola at pick number 2, which feels good, and we get Dylan Mitchell in the second round. Player options, Xavier Patons. I'm going to decline him. It is such a tragedy what the Thunder did to you the other day. That was such an awkward moment. He was trying to get in the photo, and they just completely ignored him. It was so weird. Whatever. Amari Bailey, we'll extend the offer on, and then free agency. Miles Bridges, of course, free agency would be important to us. I am going to go ahead and re-sign him. Now, for whatever money he's going to get, I have no clue. I'm just going to guess. You could tell me that's going to be more than this, but I'm going to give him $18 million per year. We're going to bring him back. So Miles Bridges, welcome back to Charlotte. And then we'll see what else we need to do for our rotation. We have a little bit of money left over. We want to sound like Drummond or something, but we do have good centers already. So we're going to move Nikola to shooting guard. He's going to start the 2 for us. He is going to go up as well at the 2 guard, which is nice. Is he a good shooting guard? Would he be a good shooting guard in real life? I don't know. But in 2K, he's got a C 3-point shot. He'll do enough for us. All right, so we got Mitchich, Lamelo. I do like Nick Smith's future as the backup point guard. I know I might need to send him to the G League for a little bit. Cody Martin could actually slide to that 3, which I will do. He actually was playing pretty good for the Hornets this year as well until he got hurt. So we'll take Cody Martin to the 3. We'll have Grant Williams. I mean, we have a full rotation as it is. I don't feel the need to do anything. I kind of like where we're at as a roster. Of course, I could be aggressive and make some big trade right now, but I actually kind of like just seeing what Nikola brings to the table, and we'll go from there. So yeah, that was our eventful offseason. New head coach, Brandon Miller's up. We really have to hope for LaMelo's health as well. If you're a Hornets fan, bring back Miles Bridges. You really want to see LaMelo stay healthy. That would be huge for you. Cody Martin, and then Nick Smith is up to 75. So not too bad, not too bad. Let's go take a look at this rotation and truly see what we're rolling with. Will we be a play-in team next year? I don't know if I can predict that. Hopefully it can be a playoff team. That'd be cool. Or a play-in team. That'd be awesome in year number 2. That'd be great. But I'm not going to go on a limb and say that it's definitely going to happen. So, but I think we have a pretty interesting big 3 with Nikola, LaMelo, and Brandon Miller. I believe Nikola develops very well in 2K as well. So I am going to cut Leaky Black and then probably Mari Bailey, unfortunately. I could have cut Seth Curry, whatever, though. All right, let's go see what the rotation looks like. So our proficiency is 3-star balance under Kevin Ollie, and we do have a 20th power ranking. Not too bad. So here's your starting 5. Kind of like what it's looking like. LaMelo, Nikola, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Terrence Mann, Nick Richards, Cody Martin, and then Grant Williams. And then Nick Smith, if we gave him those last few minutes, would be our backup point guard. Do we want to send him to the G League, or do we want him to play? I think we run a 9-man rotation and send him to the G League. I think that makes a lot more sense for his development. So that's what we'll do. So Nick Smith, we're going to send you to the G League. I know Mitchich has been pretty solid for them as well. But he's 30 years old, so I'm not really going to prioritize him going forward. And then last but not least, I do want to look at what shot tendencies are looking like. So Melo's is a 96. I want Brandon Miller's to go up a little bit more. Nicola's is a 97, so he'll be good right away. And Miles Bridges is a 70. Not too bad. I think I'll leave that the way it is. Let's go ahead and summate to the end of year 1 with Nikola joining the fold. And let's see what this Hornets roster is capable of doing this very first season with a new draft asset, bringing back Miles Bridges, and hopefully a healthy LaMelo Ball with Brandon Miller. So Nikola Jokic wins MVP, but Nikola Topic wins Rookie of the Year. So not too bad. 18 points per game. Love to see that production right away from him. Alex Sarr, 6-man Wembanyama Defensive Player. Sarr is the most improved and Trae Young Clutch Player. Mark's your Coach of the Year, and John Murphy is your executive. So Melo Ball also makes an NBA second team, which is great to see. Averages 27 points per game. So really good start to this video, I feel like. Now, unfortunately, we did not make the play-in or anything like that. We ended up as a 30. I mean, we won over 30 games, though, which is pretty solid, at, say the least. 32-50. The one thing I do not want today, which just sounds weird to say, I do not want number 1 overall in this draft, because I think I literally in that Burns video, I got Cooper Flag, so I'm kind of hoping we don't get number 1. But I guess we'll see what happens, man. So let's go ahead and summate the playoffs, and let's see who wins the championship this year. So you have the Magic upsetting the Bucks in round 1. You got the Pistons and the Cavs versus the Thunder in the finals. The Cavaliers go on to win it all. Evan Mobley is your finals MVP. LeBron James retiring in Detroit. Very interesting. Maybe they drafted Bronny. Draft lottery time. So once again, we are projected let's see. So we're projected 8th overall. No way we jump from 8 to 1, right? We don't get that lucky. Now, it obviously will say the Spurs have our pick, but I'm pretty damn sure there's some protections on that. Let's just see what happens. So we are going to get number 2. Wow, that's actually pretty wild that we jumped up that far. Damn, I was not expecting that big of a jump. We went from 8 to 2. That's crazy. So back-to-back years of having number 2 overall. Let's see what we're going to take. I think we definitely are going to take a forward here. So I mean, who's got number 1? Let's see who's number 1 again. It's the Bulls. Okay, so if somehow the Bulls don't take Cooper Flag and he falls to me at 2, like, what's a man to do, right? I think I got to take him. I don't want to, but we'll see. So let's see. Let's sign Blount, and then I got to get my pick from the Spurs anyway. Let me double check that pick is protected. I'm pretty sure it is. So obviously the Spurs right now says they have our pick. So let's go take a look. And let's go see if that pick truly does belong to us. I'm pretty sure it does. So as you guys can see, this pick is top 14 protected in 2024 and in 2025. So I am correct about it being lottery protected. Just making sure you guys are on the same page with me. So we have the pick back. We have number 2 overall. Let's see what mock drafts are saying for who we should take. So you got Cooper Flag going 1. You got Cooper Flag going number 1 in this draft. So yeah, both, I guess all 3 mock drafts saying Cooper Flag. So as far as who I'm going to get at number 2 overall, so Cooper Flag is going 1, of course. We have Damian Sarr. We have Ace Bailey. We have Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe. We got I don't know how to say his name. Trey Johnson, Ace Anuli, and then Nikola. So yeah, I definitely think we probably would take Ace Bailey. I think we'd probably play him at the 4th spot if we had a choice right now. His ceiling is Hall of Fame, John Havlicek, which is nice. But let's see what the Bulls do first and foremost. So they are going to take Cooper Flagg. Thank goodness, because I did not want to take him today. I could take Dylan Harper, but I did get him yesterday. So I definitely think we're going to go ahead and take Ace Bailey with this pick. So welcome to Charlotte, my friend, out of Rutgers. I don't know much about him, but I'm sure I'll learn about him next year. Xavier Booker, Carter Knox, and then so we'll just draft. We'll draft Mac. Why not? We'll draft Mr. Mac in round 2. I don't know anything about these guys left, but we'll get him, and then we'll sign. Can I sign him to a 2-way? I cannot. Can I sign you to a 2-way? No, whatever. So I'll just accept that one. Ace Bailey, 80 overall coming out of the draft. We have to feel good about that. I'm going to decline Mitchich, and I'm going to accept Mitchell. So that looks good. Qualifying offers, Trey Mann. Definitely want to re-sign him. Very interested in re-signing him and bringing him back. Do we have money to sign like a Tatum or something? No, we're not going to be able to do that. But I am going to re-sign Trey Mann, as I mentioned. So let's just make sure we take care of that right out of the gate. And I think we have a full rotation once again. I mean, we could move someone because I don't think Grant Williams is necessary anymore. Nick Smith is going to be ready to play next year. Terrence Mann is going to play. Or have I said Terrence Mann throughout the video? I hope not. I meant Trey Mann, obviously. Ace Bailey, Cody Martin, Grant Williams, and then Nick Richards and Mark Williams. I think what we'll do is we're gonna move Grant Williams right now, and then we're gonna slide Ace Bailey to the 4. So I'm sure he'll go down, which would suck. He goes down 1, which is fine. So I'm going to slide him to the 4 though, just because I mean we have Brandon Miller playing the 4 right now. So I am going to trade Grant Williams for whatever I can get. If I can get a couple seconds. What did he do last year? 5 points per game, 36% shooting from 3, which, by the way, did I do it again? Did I forget to look at the player stats? 25, 20, 18, 14, 10, 10. Okay, I don't remember if I looked at that or not, but whatever. So we're going to trade Grant Williams right now and see what we can get for him. So the Utah Jazz are offering me 2 first-round picks. Obviously, Grant Williams, I can't sit here and say he's worth a couple first-round picks. I just don't see that happening. They don't have more than 1 second, so I will just go ahead and take the 1 second-round pick. I mean, Grant Williams coming off a year where he only averaged 5 points per game. I can't imagine he'd be worth that much. I just want him off the team. That way Ace Bailey is getting minutes there. So yeah, obviously could have done a better trade than that, but I'm fine with just dumping him, getting off his salary, and having guys ready to play. And Ace Bailey, Grant Williams is gone. Let's go straight to player progression, and let's see what we can go ahead and do next year. So we got Nikola up to an 84 already. So nice big 3 foreman already. Ace Bailey down, but of course, he is going to eventually take over from Miles Bridges. He's going to come off the bench this first season, but, you know, he's going to eventually take over, I imagine. Mark Williams up to an 83. Nick Smith up to a 77. All this is looking very beautiful. Exactly what we want. This team's looking good. I like where we're at as a roster. I can send Mr. I think Mac to the G League if we want to, which will be nice. And then he can maybe join the rotation next year. So, yeah, I really like how this video is going so far. We've done a great job, I feel like. The draft luck has helped, of course, but when a big trade is necessary, we will make it. And I don't think it's necessary yet. Pragan Land is 12th overall. Obviously, I'm hoping to get... Ooh, they want to start Mr. Ace Bailey over Miles Bridges. I don't hate it. But I don't know. Miles Bridges... I think I will start Miles Bridges still, but I will give more minutes to Ace Bailey off the bench. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do. So this will be our rotation for this year. Nick Smith still is not getting minutes. Do I run a 10-minute rotation? Yeah, I will. I mean, he went to the G League. Let's get him some minutes. So we'll give him some minutes there. And then Ace Bailey, they're still starting him. I am going to once again put Miles Bridges in over Ace Bailey. Miles Bridges only getting 25 minutes. Sounds kind of weird, but maybe I take some minutes away from here. And then we'll go maybe like 28 here. And then we'll go like 29, something like that. And we'll give Nikola 33. Something along the lines of that. So I will go ahead and submit year number 2. Proficiency, I don't think went up at all. We're still at 3-star. Hopefully this team can sneak into the play-in, though. I definitely think we're getting close to that point. So another good season this time around, guys. We actually did make it into the play-in, which feels good to be saying. So Lamelo Ball does once again make an All-NBA third team, which is nice to see. Here's all offensive team and all defensive second team. All rookie first team, we do get Ace Bailey making it. He averages 7 out of the gate, so nothing crazy, but he was pretty efficient on the 7 points per game. And then we are the 9th seed, or yeah, 9th seed in the East. So if we can sneak into the playoffs, that'd be awesome. But here are your stats. You had 24 for Lamelo, 21 for Brandon Miller, 18 from Nikola, 13 from Miles Bridges, 10 from Mark Williams, 9 from Trey Mann, and 7 from Ace Bailey, 7 from Richards, and 6 from Nick Richards, or 7 from Nick Smith, sorry, and then 6 from Nick Richards. Okay. Miami in the play-in. We got Rozier, Hero, Butler, Jovic, Bam Adebayo, Hami Hake. So this is going to be a tough team. I did not mean to click some way through game, but we did win, which is nice. And now we get to play the 76ers. Now, I am going to shrink this down to a 9-man rotation. They want to start Ace Bailey for these playoffs. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. So I guess we got to fix the rotation again. What are we doing? All right, so I don't know what's going on, but whatever. So let's go ahead and see if we can come out here and beat the 76ers to get into the offs. And this is in Philadelphia, but it looks like we took a lead here. Can we keep it? And we do. 117-1 away. We are in the playoffs, and we get to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1. Now, I am assuming that they do have Donovan Mitchell still, which they do. They have signed Patrick Williams. They have Strus. They have Royce O'Neal. Pretty good squad in Cleveland. Game 1, 1-0. I can't imagine we're going to be able to upset them, but if we can get a couple games on them, it'd be pretty solid. We do win game 2, so we take one at home on their home floor. We win on our home floor. Do we go up 3-1? No, I was about to say, there's no way, right? So we did already win in Cleveland once. Imagine we're able to win this game 5. That'd be freaking fantastic. Let's see if we can do it. So we do have a lead right now. It is a back and forth game so far. Bro, Charlotte. Oh my goodness, we did. Okay, so we did beat them in game 5. Can we beat them in game 6? Like, are we actually going to be able to do that? I'm wondering. All right, game 6 in Charlotte. Let's take advantage at home. Come on, take care of home court. Let's go. Let's go. Let's beat the cat. Let's knock off the first seed. Let's be the We Believe Hornets. Let's do it. And it's not looking like it's going to happen. We lose by 5. Okay, we go to a game 7. We got to fix the rotation again. They want the rotation all over the place. Whatever. Game 7 in Cleveland. Can we come out here and knock off the first seed in game 7? That'd be freaking fantastic. We had the lead for like literally a sliver of a second, but it's looking like we're down 8. It's looking like we're not going to be able to do it. Man, we had a 3-2 lead. That sucks, but that gives me hope going forward. We gave them a fight. We gave them a fight as a young team. We have to be excited about that. 32 points from Nicole in that closeout game, but Cleveland does unfortunately end up going above us and winning. And they made all the way to the finals, so if we would have knocked them off, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, we could have made it to the finals, maybe. James Harden retires a Raptor, going to the lottery once again. Our pick, obviously, is going to the Spurs. Actually, no. I think we get to keep our pick because it says if it didn't convey in 2025, then it ends up being a second-round pick. So, do we have our pick this offseason is the question. And I believe we do. I just don't see it right now. What pick should we have? I think, yeah, 15. So we have a pick right outside the lottery. Staff signing. We got Kevin Ollie still as head coach. I mean, we almost beat the first seed as an 8th seed. So I think we've got to keep Kevin Ollie around. Now, next year, we took the step of being a play-in team, almost won a series. Next year, we want to be a straight-up playoff team. I think that's the next step. We have a wing or a spur. We do. We finally see one. All right, so I'm going to sign Mr. James Posey. That will be our big addition. Let's go to draft night, and let's see who we can get. So we have 15th overall. We have Miles Bridges still on a contract. We have Ace Bailey. I do wonder if we should make a big trade here, man. I don't know. Just saying. Want to cook up a big trade. We have some salary. We have a 15th overall pick. We have our future picks. It looks like that step is now, especially with Mark Williams. I think he'll be a free agent. Nicola's still on his rookie contract. Ace Bailey's still on his rookie contract. Let me at least dabble in. Let's see what our options would be if we try to trade for anybody, right? Let's see if that's what's out there. All right, guys, I kind of want to do it, man. I'm looking at Bam Adebayo here. We just eliminated this Miami team out of the playoffs, or out of the play-in. So, and they're 38-44. Jimmy Butler's getting old. Bam Adebayo is 28 years old. He would be in his prime when we're trading for him. 17-11, 1 block. I mean, I think he's perfect, bro. Like, he'd give us a huge upgrade that power forward spot. I'm going to try for it. I'm going to see if I can get Miles Bridges or Bam Adebayo to come over to Miami. So I am going to offer Miles Bridges in this trade since Ace Bailey might be able to step up at that power forward spot. Or maybe we could do it without Miles Bridges. We could try that first. So let's say we did Nick Richards and then Cody Martin and then our 15th overall pick. Maybe this slot protected heat pick we can give back to them as well. And then this 2028 first round pick. And we'll leave it at that. And if they say no to that, maybe we include Miles. Well, is this enough for Bam? 3 first round picks for a 28-year-old Bam Adebayo. I'll offer it. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I feel like I grossly underpaid, but you know what? Whatever. We got Bam Adebayo. Welcome to Miami. Or not Miami. Welcome to Charlotte. So we have our brand new power forward. Best part, we actually got Miles Bridges out of the trade as well. So Bam Adebayo, Mark Williams is our new center rotation once we resign Mark Williams. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Now, obviously our bench took a hit because we traded a couple of our depth pieces. But we'll see what it's looking like after the fact. So Player options, we accept all these. And then qualifying offers, we have Mark Williams and Bryce McGowan. So I am going to extend the offer on both of them. Free agency, we do have, of course, Mark Williams. Now, paying Bam and Mark definitely sucks a little bit. Maybe I can find a way to, pay Mark a little bit less on the last day of free agency. Outside of that, we have Nick Smith. Trey Man looks good. So right now, we don't really have a backup small forward, if you really look at it. That's kind of where we're at. So backup small forward is kind of what we need. McGowan's was an option, of course. So let's see if there's good backup small forwards. So we have Sam Hauser, Royce O'Neal, or Simone Fontecchio, or Dorian Finney-Smith. There's Baisley, Kenyon Martin. So there's some decent options out here. Also, I wonder if I did trade Miles Bridges, could I get a good, could I get a 2-for-1 deal going here? That's the only way I would do this. So like Sarge and Marshall, kind of what I'm looking for, but not, maybe a little bit better. Kelly Oubre, Cody Martin, Nick Richards, bring them right back. That would be funny, but I'm not doing that. Cincinnati, first round pick, Colby Jones and Aaron Wiggins. This is kind of what I'm talking about, because Colby Jones, 6'6", we could get away with him being the 3. Aaron Wiggins could be our new backup power forward. I like it. I like that one. I actually like that one a lot. Tyler Harrison, Josh Green, another one I don't mind as well. Claxton, that'd be crazy. Trey Murphy, Dylan Brooks. I definitely think I'm leaning towards that trade. Podziemski and Draymond Green, and then Tyus Jones, Jonathan Isaac. I'm leaning toward this Kings trade. Now, I want to see if I can squeeze a first out of them as well, and then I would be so happy with this trade. So let's see what they say to this. They want a first-round pick swap. They'll give me a second. Let's see if we can do this without swaps involved. Give me like a 2029 first instead, and then I will give you Mac. Let's do that. Let's see what they say. They want a second-round pick. They'll give me another first-round pick. Sign me up. That will be the trade we do. So we get Miles Bridges out of here. Ace Bailey has a clear path to start now, which is awesome. And then we have Mr. Colby Jones going to slide down to 3. He goes up to a 77, which is fine. And that feels pretty damn good. So now all we got to do is re-sign Mark Williams. Maybe. Oh, I did not want to renounce Mark Williams. Oh, it was renouncing no, we're not. I do not want to renounce Mark Williams. That's the last thing I want to do. Okay, so we're going to keep him and make sure we don't renounce him. He's still restricted, so we're going to be able to match any offer he gets. But yeah, last thing I want to do is renounce Mark Williams. I want to bring him back as our backup center, because that would make us, I think, contenders in the East if we did so. We could bring him back McGowan's as well, which I'll do. We'll bring back McGowan's. Why not? So yeah, I got to make sure I don't renounce Mr. Mark Williams. It keeps asking me to do so. He still wants $27 million. That's still quite a bit of money, man. That's still a lot of money. I'm going to try to get you for backup center money, and I don't even know what that would be. I mean, if I can get you for like $18 million, that'd feel a little bit better. Or maybe we even get him back as qualifying offer. Let's see what he wants now. He still wants $28 million. Are you a psychopath? Can I give you like 20? No, he's not going to say. Can I give you that? No. Okay, we're taking him back as qualifying offer, because I'm not giving him $28 million. That's just not happening. $11 million, I'll take that. He will be unrestricted next year, but this is our way of going all in. Ace Bailey is up to an 83. Colby Jones up to a 77. This is looking beautiful. Great offseason. We're bringing Bam Adebayo to be that brand new center to lock it down low. I mean, this team should go win a championship. And if we don't, we took the Cavs to 7. We're bringing some size with Bam, some defense as well. I mean, this is it right here. This is a rotation that gets it done. Lamelo, Nikola, Brandon Miller, Ace Bailey, Bam Adebayo, Mark Williams, Nick Smith, Trey Mann, and Aaron Wiggins. That will be your rotation. I will see you guys at the end of year, whatever this is, and I will be hoisting that Larry O'Brien trophy. Thank you very much. So this season went very, very well, as expected. Now, someone stole our first seed at the very end of the season. We were like the first seed all year, and then we ended up as the second seed like the last week of the season. So somebody must have been on our tail. I do wonder if it's the Indiana Pacers, but LaMelo Ball, once again, All-NBA third team. Love to see that. So let's see. First seed is the Magic. Okay, so it looks like the Cavs are nowhere to be found this time. They're in the play-in if they do make it out. So here are your player stats. You had 24 from Ben Miller, 22 from LaMelo, 18 from Nikola, 17 from Bam, and 13 from Nick Smith, 11 from Mark Williams with 10 rebounds. This is our year that we go win that championship. Ace Bailey with only 8, but whatever. So here we go. Round 1, we get the Brooklyn Nets. Now, they got Luka Doncic with Mikal, Marcus Smart, Lenny Waters. Luka Doncic, obviously never fun to play. And speaking of Luka against the Hornets, he just like killed them yesterday. Let somebody go around against them, though. Hopefully don't lose to Luka. You could never be, dude, bro. Like the one player that I don't want to be matched up against, we get Luka Doncic in the first round. If we lose in the first round, I'm going to be, visibly pretty angry about it. But we are going to beat them in Game 6. All we got to do is get past this Game 7. Come on, win this Game 7 for me. All right, so we get off to a firing hot start in the first quarter. But of course, they take the lead. Please do not let them run away with it, bro. We're going to lose in the first round to Luka Doncic, of course. Love this game. All right. We're going to run it back, man. I mean, I think that's just super unlucky. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Wembanyama goes win a championship. And here are your retirements. All right. So I'm going to go. And of course, Brooklyn is going to have 1 and 3 in this draft to make themselves even better. I think I gotta fire you after that. After that abysmal coaching performance. I don't know if Steve Kerr would sign. He probably is not going to, so I'm gonna keep looking. What else is there? Sam Castle is here. Or we got Will Hardy. We got Monty Williams. Give me Monty Williams maybe, and then I'll once again go for Old Reliable and Will Hardy as well, who I've won championships with before. So let's see. Darvin Ham also is interesting. Do I get any of them to sign? Of course, they all say no. Let's go ahead and see if I can get Ime Udoka is here. Can I get Ime Udoka? He is going to reject as well. So far, no luck. We have Darko here. Have anybody else? Is Will Hardy still here by chance? He is gone. So yeah, our last real head coach would be Darko. He's got decent ratings. Would he sign? So we are going to get Darko, I guess, out of everybody. So, all right. Assistant head coach, we'll get Mr. Valentine. We're running it back. I got to re-sign Mark Williams this offseason, which really, really sucks. Brandon Miller has to be signed as well. Like, this is going to cost a lot of money. That's why I was hoping we'd get the championship last year. Did not work out. Brandon Miller, Nick Smith, Mark Williams, all free agents. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of money, but I'm all in on winning this championship, so I'm going to fork over the money. Colby Jones, Brandon Miller, just sign all of these guys. We're going to match everything. So, yeah, Mark Williams, Brandon Miller, and then we got to re-sign Nick Smith. And we're running it back another year. So that's as simple as it's going to be. All right. 23 million is crazy. What did you average last year? 13 points. It's down to 18 million. Sure, why not? All right. So that is going to be our offseason. I'm cool with this team. Let's see if Nikola and Ace Bailey develop even more. Because they might develop even more to help us out. Let's see. Player progression. We are going to have Ace Bailey up to an 87. Lamelo is regressing, which sucks. Bam is still a 89. Nikola stays at 85, but outside of that, everything else looks pretty good. So, I know I didn't want to resign Mark Williams to a fat contract last year, and I did it this time, but that's just because I want to win a championship. So, hopefully this year, we go win it. All right, so final season here, no matter what happens. Oklahoma City just got done winning 72 games, so if we match up against them in the finals, we definitely have our work cut out for us. We get the first seed in the Eastern Conference, which is awesome, but here are your player stats. 20 from Lamelo, 21 from Brandon Miller, 17 from Nikola, and then 16.5 from Bam Adebayo. So without further ado, we get Detroit in round 1. You have Cade Cunningham, Ayu, Asar, Whitmore, Roku, Jacoby Walter, Bones Highland, Derek Jordan. All right. So 9-man rotation. Let's get out of round 1 at the very least. We got bounced in round 1 last year, and this year we're getting out. And now we get to play the Chicago Bulls, who we would have played last year if we had got past the Nets. They have Jalen Suggs, Hugo, Cooper Flagg, Wendell Carter, Miles Turner, Josh Giddey. They have a really interesting... This is a really good team. So, if we get bounced by them, it wouldn't totally shock me. But we have a good team as well. So, let's just see what happens. LaMelo versus Lonzo. We beat them in 7. I was closer than I would have wanted it to be. But now we get the Pacers, who have Halliburton, Nembhard, AJ Griffin, Siakam, Capella, Dylan Harper off the bench, Jarris Walker, Isaiah Jackson, and Jalen Smith. Once again, going to live and die by some way current round. And we get bounced in 5. So, today... will not be a championship kind of day. Let's see who goes win it all. And the Pacers go on to win the championship. Finals MVP goes to Tyrese Halliburton. So unfortunately today, first video in the series where we do not get a championship. That really, really sucks, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. Got to these conference finals in this one. I've been recording this one for over an hour now. Yeah, pretty close to an hour. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I think tomorrow will be, I think it's the Spurs, although I've done a lot of Spurs videos lately, but they would be the next one in order if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you don't mind seeing Wembanyama again, I'm sure. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.